Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme. We are back with more Starters Order 7 here at Villamaretharan. We have some interesting races. Book Candra is in one. We've got the 2-year-olds up next in a trio of maidens, and then Tinai will run again. So, interesting to see what happens here. Up first, though, is Candra's Grade 3. The Silver Day, you can see here, Class 1 Grade 3 at Monticello. And it's going to be a test. It is going to be a test. White Spring, there just wasn't a race for, so they're the only one not booked at the start of this one. Let's get into today's racing. There we go, Candra, way down there. Looks like 5 of 5, a little agitated maybe, a little laid back in Seedless. We're just going to go in and watch this one. We don't know anything at all, really, about Candra as a 3-year-old or at a mile distance, or really tested at Grade 3 level. We've got the inside draw there, and we look to be in decent shape there, coming out of the fences, out of the gate, sorry. Opening furlong, not too bad. Round the turn, we're in a good position on that rail. So we've got Linwood Chase, Arctic Flow, and Sadie Thompson leading us out with Wilhelmina there. Then back for the rest of the field. Here we go, now down the back stretch. Was that the home stretch? Yeah, no, down the back stretch. Now, the short course, down to the final furlong coming off the turn. We're just edging out ahead here. Half a furlong left. Here comes the field from deep. Candra is running and is just going to hold on to it from 5 from 5. Boy, that was tight, but I think we just got a Grade 3 on Candra in the opening race of the season. Nice positioning there on the inside of the rail. We made that count 50-1. Nice indeed. Half a length back is 5 of 5. Unbelievable. Grade 3 over a mile. Absolutely loving that. Absolutely loving that. And there we go up to 97. So one race after last year's kind of interesting run, but almost where I wanted them to start as a 3-year-old, being 100 rated and a Grade 3 race win. So, hey, that is absolutely fantastic, though. That gives me so much relief to know that Candra is on schedule for where we wanted them to be. Fail. Slightly too fast. We'll drop her down to 5 furlongs. Not a bad run, but she did fail to win. Really bad pun. I would apologize, but I'm not really sorry. Lurcher up next. Again, we don't watch the maidens. Ran Green. Okay, 4 lengths back. Again, though, slightly shorter trip. I'm lucky that we're getting at least this feedback. And then I guess Soother. 3rd place. Stayed on well. Try a furlong shorter. Okay, so we tried at 6 furlongs. Now we should try that trio again at 5s. Okay, let's run Tinai, and we'll see what we can do here. Here you go, 6 furlong maiden. Tinai. Okay, stayed on well. Improve. Okay. So maybe now we're up to 6 furlongs with Tinai. Well, we've got an idea now. We've got an idea what Tinai can do, the 2-year-olds can do. Candra is on form right out the gate in this season. Wine Spring, we still don't know. But okay. Let's get fail something. Start of February. Somewhere like the 4th. Then Lurcher can come in on the 5th. And then Soother on the 6th. Short fields. That all is okay. 6 furlong. Maiden. Let's go to Vancouver and run there. And then Candra over a mile. We just won that grade 3. It's a grade 1 in South Africa. We don't want that. There's a grade 1 here, though. And I think we're going to test just to see. There's a couple of handicaps. Well, we could run Wine Spring. You know, 9-7's not too bad. That's not too bad. It could be worse. That could be worse. Okay, so Wine Spring holding a 5. These 2-year-olds didn't suddenly jump on me. No, Tenai didn't jump on me and Candra didn't jump. Good, right. Excellent. Let's get the next run of races done. So Wine Spring over 5. Second place. Stayed on well, too much to do. Okay, just headed out. Didn't have pace. Most of the race stayed on well. So maybe Wine Spring is 6. I'm going to test Wine Spring back over 6 this season. Could have won that. Wasn't to be. Let's set up then for Tenai. Another maiden for Tenai. Don't watch maidens. We're not convinced here with Tenai either. Yeah, Tenai. Wine Spring. Not really happy with either of those. I'm actually just going to pull the plug on the pair. Don't want to deal with it. Don't really need to. I think we've got Candra who can run decently this year. We've got a trio of 2-year-olds. Let's thin the herd right down early. They're not going to make the breeding barn. So that's absolutely fine. Everybody was in full. Nice. So we don't need to worry about the breeding barn any longer. Let's get to the sales. Absolutely nothing. So fail. Gets the win. Okay, 2-length win there, back to no problem Jack. Nice and easy. You know what? I'm happy with that. So 5 furlong fail. Lurcher gets up to 2nd place. Ran green. Okay. So we did run green, but we look to be 5 furlongs there. Soother. It's not what we wanted to see from you. Struggled in a maiden. Soother struggling in a maiden. Okay. Yeah, not really sure what to think of that, but they're all 5 furlongs. They are all 5 furlongs. I think then we go into March and we hit Lurcher and Soother up with a pair of maidens. And then fail. What do we want to do with fail? I mean, I think in a couple of weeks, it's going to be that grade 3, really. It's got to be the one to run. And then let's jump into the next one and see what we've got here. Southern Skies, multiple grade winner. Competitive for a while. Why not go look and see at least what this one looks like. There we go. Southern Skies is not very good, and we retire. We move on. We pretend like that didn't even happen, and we jump into today's racing with Condra. Opening race here, Quill. Why am I trying? I can't pronounce that. Kept thinking it was Quill. So, Clinton, maybe. Is there. Tipsters say Condra. Buzzflix there with us as well. We're just going to jump right in. So this is a test. The last Virgin's Stake, grade 1. We've got a grade 3 on Condra. 97 rated. Small field. We're fancied a little bit in this one. We will go and take the lead early on. So, it doesn't look like we can make it to the rail just yet. The way things break down, there we go. We go inside a little bit. We got Benego and King of Dubai either side of us. There goes King. Up the inside, Hireke. And Buzzflix at the rear. So final furlong and a half then. Who's going to kick on? Doesn't look like we're going to come into it. Doesn't look like Buzzflix is either. Hireke here with a good run out in front. Very nice run indeed. The silver horse, the grey there running clear from ticker 2. They will pick up a win. We didn't have too much going on in that one. Little bit disappointed, but it was a test to see could we run on grade 1 pace over a mile. Probably not yet. Probably not yet. So we'll see on that one. We will see on that one. See what else we got over a mile. Sort of in the future, there's grade 3s, grade 1s. Grade 2, 4th of March. I'm okay there. And let's see, can Fail get a good run here? So this is a 5 furlong, which we think suits Fail on grade 3. So she holds her distance, holds distance, holds distance, holds distance. Lovely. Auction, 5-year-old, 123 rated, multiple grade winner. I'm always tempted by these horses. I'm always tempted by these ones. This is a 2 million horse. It's going a little bit higher, but there we go. Simiel. Decent. Decent. If that had a full finish application, then I'd be happier. But a very decent horse there. Okay. Racking through these races. Let's get Fail running. So grade 3. No real knowledge about this. Low weight, high rated. Nobody sweating. Nobody cool. Just a normal grade 3 here. We're not the favourite. We will be the outside horse. Nesting, who goes to the front just inside us, is the favourite. They cool off now. Stravita on the inside. And Fail now takes their position in a good place. 3 furlongs round this sort of left-hand turn. Stravita goes. Here comes Red Sharif. Annabelle Jar at the back. It's going to stay there. Fail just about getting caught here. Down now to the final half a furlong. Nesting was your favourite. Gonna pull away over the final sort of quarter furlong there. Absolutely pushes out with aplomb. But not a bad run by Fail at all. Stewart's Inquiry could get this on decision if there's a disqualification. But it goes to Nesting. So I didn't see too much wrong. I didn't really expect to get given that race, but Fail A little bit back, got distance well. Everything looked pretty decent to me. Not a bad run at all. Very happy with how she's shaping up. I think we can get a grade 3 on her. I think Nesting looks a pretty good horse. So we should be able to get that. We should be able to get the rating over 100 with a few more races. I think that will be pretty good. Okay, we skipped forward to the beginning of the day's racing for Lurcher. So we're in Il Noir for this one. And we will be favourite for a maiden. Can we get the job done? Finally, Lurcher picks up. So very, very decent indeed for Lurcher right now. As I say, Fail hits her potential and has done really, really well. So maybe try a grade 3 on her. And then Soother, we still have a little ways to go. We're hoping for something big. So we're going to skip Soother's race, but we need to watch Kandra run. So, yeah, Kandra should be in the first one, the grade 2, and then Soother a little bit later on. I'm just going to jump straight into this race and see what we can do. Oh, what a grim day. The Santa Catalina Stakes. Not great. Filippo Lippi, that is going to be the favourite. See them on the outside. Not bad at all to start. So speed things up a little bit. Okay, so down the back stretch, it looks like ourselves and Filippo Lippi on the outside of the leading two. They move to the inside there, getting into great position. They're going to make a run from the front. But it looks like we're going to power on down here, down the stretch. Not quite getting past Filippo Lippi. In comes the Namibian, Seedless out in front. Looks like See the Storm, Buzz Fix maybe coming through as well. We're in that chasing pack at the end. Not the best. We actually finished 5.5 lengths back, but it's only it's less than a length back from second place. Buzz Fix, Seedless just absolutely blew everyone away there. Grade 2. Weakened a little bit, but okay. So we need to make sure that we keep an eye on that. Maybe just grade 3s from now on. Soother though. Didn't get the job done. Soother did not get the job done. So, okay, Kandra. Pretty decent. Must be said, pretty decent. After a little bit of a concerning, if we're honest, a little concerning 2-year-old season. But she's done the business at least at grade 3 level. So we've got another grade 3 we can book in. And we've got another one in April as well. So we can book those in and just stack a few more on Kandra, get over 100 rating, and just keep moving in the right direction. That's fine. Now, Soother, this is pretty much the last run for Soother. I want to see kind of what we can do. But just don't know where to book. I guess a trip to Virginia for you. And then Lurcher just came through. They're both holding their distance quite well. I fail as well. Okay, so think I probably should try another grade 3. We're going to wait all the way into April for that one. Lurcher, I mean, there's not much there for Lurcher. We probably hold off them, see what's in April, see if there's a grade 3 to test Lurcher. If Fail wins this, there's a chance we get over 100 and the grade 3 as a 2-year-old season, which is what we want. Soother, really hoping we get the maiden there. And as I say, Chandra, just a couple of grade 3s to be getting on with. We're not really too interested in the auctions. We're going to skip through until the day of the race. Chandra's up. If the auction's there, we will go check it. Okay. We got a few horses a little agitated. So we got Slightly, we got Sweating Badly, we got Boiled Over, one of each, really. Chandra's the favourite. Tipsters like her. She's not top rated though, that's Pompiano. We've got also Wind Shuffle or Wine Shuffle ahead, one of the slightly agitated horses. And we're carrying a little bit of weight compared to the rest for the grade 3 win. I think we just go in. We'll see what we can do. So the 1 mile Gotham Stakes at grade 3 then. We zoom in a little bit here. Ancandra off again near the front. Tons of horses on the inside. Looks like 5 at the front, 6 at the rear. Coalescing into 2 groups of 5 and 5 with Pompiano in the middle there. And now Northern Trick back with them in that hole. Nimity, Sammy Spiderman and High Church Arnie with us at the front. We look to be in a decent position here. We shouldn't be pushed too far out. We should have a nice run around the rail. There's Pompiano around the outside and Second Prayer. Coming down now towards the last 2 furlongs. They're coming up. Sammy Spiderman as well in a line with us. We're all ready to go. And we're all going to go now. We're going to make a dive for the line. It looks like Chandra here with a nice run. Can we sustain? Does anybody else have legs towards the end of the race? Wine Shuffle coming through there. Big push from Pompiano as well. Wine Shuffle will take it. Pompiano, I think, just pipped to 3rd. Chandra will probably hold that 2nd place by a head. So a great run by Wine Shuffle. Good little horse there, I guess. We almost had what we needed. Decent little run though. A decent little run. I can't be mad with that. 100 rated grade 3. So not as a 2-year-old, but as a 3-year-old, at least Chandra's got back into the swing of things. And yeah, for a while we didn't think that was going to happen. After the 3 failed maidens, finally in the 4th race, she picks up the victory. And there we go. Look at this. We've got 2 grade 1s. We've got 2 grade 1s. Oh boy. This Lady Melbourne like handicapper. Okay. So 4 that she didn't win were a grade 1 and 3 grade 2s. She didn't win this grade 3 early in the career either. You know, I'm kind of tempted by her too. Okay, let's go spend some money. It's going to be 2 million. There we go. Almost skipped the entire thing. Didn't want to do that, so maybe a little bit of distance, maybe a decent option there for us. Just under 2 million for Cedric Cena as well. So let's go with Rasheka our 2 grade 1 horses. There you go, $250,000 will net us Lady Melbourne, the handicapping grade 3 winner. I like the form of. Let us down there though, not great potential on the 7-year-old. And the cheaper of the two, just under 2 million, Saracena, 120 rated, a grade 1 win, 4 grade 3 wins, a bunch of places at around the 2 grade 2 runs over a mile 1 and a mile. Pretty decent, not great stats there, but pretty decent potential. Not too far off, but an expensive one to find find out it wasn't very good. And Rashika, muddy, laid back, bit of distance, good runs. You know, good runs up until recently as well. Let's not forget that you know, she did quite well for a while. She was in the Kentucky Derby, finished 2nd. Decent runs in there. So all the way to the end of her career. A few years ago now, but towards the end of her career, still running well and placing high. Oh, and that's disappointing as well. That's very disappointing. I thought with the Triple Crown races, holding it till the end, really was hoping, but yeah, not to be. Sadly, not to be. So we've spent about 12 million over the course of the year testing, just testing the waters in the sales, seeing if anything comes up for us. Soother's 4th race. Now this is the last race of the season probably for Soother. Running a maiden. And we get over the line. Dwelt, lost place. But we pushed out at the end, 1.5. This is what we were waiting for. Soother finally picks up a win. And you know what? We'll see you as a 3-year-old. At least we don't have to run a 3-year-old maiden. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't think that we were going to get there. If I'm honest, I really didn't think we were going to get there. So, Candra's holding a mile. Fail holding still at 5, as is probably Lurcher. Guess there's going to be nothing for Lurcher for a little while. Let's go and see them what Fail can do. Nothing at the sales. Let's go find our race. Grade 3. We're a little warmed up. Wonder if that's going to play a big part in this or not. Possibly. But a short field, you never know how that affects us. So it looks like we're off to a good start there. 1.5 furlongs. Down to the final furlong then. Looks like Bentley's going to come away with this one. Mama Morton in 3rd there, pushing. Looks like Fail here with a bit of a challenge back, but not enough. Pretty good run though. A pretty good run, especially for being a little wound up. We did well as well. I think we'd be right on pace, if not a little bit ahead of that one. So, struggled for pace. Yeah, maybe 6 would have worked. But Fail, 93 rated, 2 good runs in grade 3s. If she'd have won one or both, probably over 100 and would have hit her mark. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a good maiden season for Fail. Say Lurcher, I'd love to find a little something for Lurcher. Just doesn't seem to be too much until back this way, I guess. 19th of April. Let's go 19th of April and 4th. race of the season for Lurcher coming up. We're on the 5th with Kendra, another grade 3 over a mile. There we go. We'll be second favourites now. Not too bad. Glider will be the favourite. Everybody looks okay. Into the race. See if we can't get another grade 3 here. The CB Transylvania grade 3 over a mile. And this is a turf race. We see Pompiano back in this one with Sammy Spiderman and a couple of other horses that we do know. And Glider is towards the rear. Looks like this outside horse, number 7, now at the back. As we just lead over Sammy Spiderman and let them take the lead. We'll take the shoulder. Back to Pompiano and then inside a King's Best. Young Prince, Endowing, Glider and Canal and Lady at the rear of the field. Round this turn onto the home stretch here. We got 2 furlongs to go. Down now to 1.5 furlongs. King's Best looks to be making a push out here. We've got 1 furlong to go. Here comes Kendra. There's a challenge from deep in the field as well. King's Best keeping the distance. Kendra falling off ever so slightly. Pompiano through. May just have snuck that one, but it's a short head for Kendra. We keep that one on and we run on. So, maybe a chance to go a little bit longer with Kendra. Maybe a little longer to go with Kendra. Not 100% sure on that one. I got Lurcher. So, it's a 7 furlong. Grade 3. I mean, I don't know if we can get distance. I was kind of thinking he'd jump. No, I'm not convinced. No, I'm not convinced. Okay. Let's jump into this instead. Because... yeah, I need to. Mile 1 maybe. Could be good for a tester. 16th of May. And let's see. So these might be the last 2 of the video. We're going to test Kendra at a mile 1. We're going to jump Lurcher up here into a 5 furlong grade 3. Holds the distance. Okay. Okay, this will be the first time we actually see Lurcher run. 10 to 1. A little bit wound up. Sweating badly. So a chance might actually have gone already in this one. We'll see how well Lurcher runs, if he can sort of get through this agitation or not anyway. Look to be out of the box decently well there. Sprig, Stella, Noble Witness, Gorgeous Goblin, and Maserat here with Lukey Victor and Queensway at the rear. We seem to be in the pack. And then a little bit of a kick on down to the final furlong. We're slowly dropping back there. It looks like Stella, Sprig, Mustin, Lurcher holding on there. Gonna lose out to Lukey Victor for 3rd. Yeah. Yeah. Just sweated up a bit there, so... not the best of seasons, but again, we could have got a grade 3 win. Maybe if we hadn't have sweated up. Well, that could be as many as 4 lengths, if I'm honest. We could have been fighting for 2nd place. Maybe we're beaten just by a better horse as well as sweating up. I'm not sure. But who knows? We got a good rating. We didn't quite get the 100. We didn't quite get the grade 3. But that's okay. Lurcher, good season, put out to grass. I'm fairly happy with that. As I say, fail, very close to getting the 100 in a grade 3. Lurcher had a shot, but would have taken something. And Soother didn't quite get a good season in. Fail, hits potential. Lurcher just below, but in a good spot going into the 3-year-old season. And Soother, a bit more to make up, but as a 3-year-old, again, not too bad. We can make that up and try and get something going. So, not bad. Chandra has almost filled out her potential as a 3-year-old. And with a good result here, maybe this works out for her. We're on 100 rating. We've got a grade 3. Can we get another win? We haven't won in the last 2. So let's see. Okay, so stand side rail has cut up badly, so that's the outside. So we're not going to need to worry too much about that. I just went in and rode it as a jockey. Okay. Like, I'm not sure the jockey controls here. Guess we're going to hold back a little bit. I mean, somewhere on here may be good. I don't know. I got no idea. Absolutely no idea. Looks like we want to run a little bit. We don't seem to be going too fast. Let's see, can we just hold sort of position here? And then time ourselves. Maybe a little bit of effort to get back round here. There we go. Decent. Get into position on the shoulder. I think we blew the race really early without the blocks. Really late and whatnot. And then we'll see, can we get anything going here? Looks like we're going to come through towards the last half a furlong. Do we have anything left in us? It looks like we're going to ride this one to victory. Oh my god. I just kept spamming the up arrow at certain times to get us into position. Don't know what anything else was. But I kept us in position until about 2 furlongs out. And then drove for the line at that point. I think we messed up the start. We messed up the first half of that race. Until we had another horse to kind of set our pace off. And then that drive to the line. That's my first ever win in a race I've run. And I've been on a jockey. So we dwelt. We were behind. We didn't do very well for the first half of the race. Then we came in. We were in good position. And then we just went for the line. Good win. We don't get any jockey feedback. Second grade 1 win, 103, and I rode that one myself. I've got no idea what just happened, but hey, that's where we're going to have to leave it. We'll run out of time. Chandra there with a big victory with me on its back. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. So, I'm excited. We got up at a mile 1. It seemed to work out. It did seem to work out, so maybe that's the distance. We might have to test it again in the next video, but till then, guys, thanks very much for watching. My name's Chris Orme, here at Vila Maranhão on Starters Order 7. We just rode Chandra to a grade 3 victory. The 2-year-olds look okay. The yearlings look okay. The breeding's been done and is in a good shape for the season, so What more can I say? Come back next time. Till then, y'all take care. We'll try and make some money in the meantime. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.